So I was just wondering why he wants to keep me in his life but not commit.
So I'm just saying, before you throw this good guy away, I just want you to think for a minute what you're tossing out the window, because it ain't going just your way.
Right.
Does he have the job of his dreams?
No.
Hello.
Right.
Does he have the money saved to give you everything you want?
No.
Hello. Is he ready to raise a family, and does he have the money?
No.
Bit of a sore back. And on your 40th birthday, you set yourself a challenge, which was that you would...
It used to be a time that fairy tales.
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notifications button so you can get the videos as soon as I put them out. If you're looking for the music to the intro and you want the link to the second channel, both are below in the description. Because you do me a favor, hit the notifications button right now. All right, guys, today I got a couple of videos for you. We got my man Andrew Tate is going to be breaking down why you should not focus on getting rich in order to buy a Lamborghini in order to get women. And I really want you guys to pay attention to this one, because a lot of guys feel like the end-all tell-all is just getting rich and then everything's gonna happen for you. It's not necessarily true, and he's gonna be breaking that down. And we have another video by Andrew Tate where a woman is asked if she was with more than 50 men, will she still be able to be with him? And his reaction is priceless. And then we have a woman who says for her 40th birthday, she decided to get ran through by 40 guys, and her and her husband actually enjoyed it. That's what I really want you guys to pay attention to. And then we have a son defending his mom. While a guy is staring at his mom at a basketball game, he decides to approach the guy and confront him about staring at his mom at the game. And this is one that I want you guys to pay attention to as well, because a lot of single moms out here, they walk around looking like they need all the attention, looking like street girls, not realizing that their children are gonna have to deal with how others are looking at them as well. But first, in our first video, it's going to be my man Andrew Tate is going to be talking about why you should not focus on getting Lamborghinis. Let's get to it.
Let me tell you what you get if you buy a Lamborghini. The only people who genuinely adore you when you have a Lamborghini and they see it drive past and their eyes light up and they start waving their hands and they'll do anything to get in your car are 10-year-old boys. There's no point in buying a Lamborghini. Buy it because you enjoy it yourself.
And I agree with him with that. People always ask me in the car world, why don't you buy a Hellcat? Why don't you buy this expensive car? Why you don't buy that expensive car? Anthony, why you always taking basic cars and create them? And I tell them because a lot of that is ego. If I love cars, I could be with any car. It don't matter how expensive the car is or what type of car it is. I just love cars. So I could take any car and become creative because I make the car doesn't make me. In modern society, everyone thinks materialistic things are going to make them. What I've noticed about people that love materialistic things, they do not have a great personality and they have nothing special about them. If you talk to a lot of these like rap artists or even entertainers that make a lot of money, a lot of these guys, when you talk to them separately, they don't have a personality. All they can tell you is, I just bought a diamond ring. I just bought a nice car. I just bought this. I just bought this. They're constantly telling you what they buy and what they have to compensate for the fact that they do not have a personality. Next video is going to be a lady asking Andrew Tate again. This is one of my guys, yo. Y'all make sure that you are subscribed to Andrew Tate and watch his stuff. Very entertaining. And she says, what happens if I have been with more than 50 guys?
Would you be with me if I'd slept with over 50 men? I'm a high value woman, right? Would you?
That was just a little funny, but I played that in order for us to go into the next clip. Let's get to it.
Bit of a sore back. And on your 40th birthday, you set yourself a challenge, which was that you would sleep with 40 men in one day.
That was my birthday present for myself.
I'm surprised you could walk after that.
Bit of a sore back, but no, it's fine.
And did you afterwards think, you know, what am I doing?
No.
No.
I had the most fantastic day. Afterwards, me and husband sat there then, having a drink all night.
And on your 40th birthday...
All right. She said a sore back, but... All right, this is what you guys have to understand. How do women get to this point? Women get to this point by going a long time in their life not getting pleased. I tell you guys all the time, women are not looking for love when it comes to a guy. They're seeking dominancy and protection. But in the bedroom, they need a guy to drain them, to drain all the stress, to drain all the liquids in them out. They need sex way more than men need it. This is why when girls get in relationships with beta males, at some point when they start cheating for real because they've been so long lying. This girl has been with her husband for too long to the point where he cannot please her as good, so she has to go to other guys. But she has him trained to the point where she can get away with what she wants. And you have a lot of women out there, they will actually stay with beta males that allow them to have other men, the same way a lot of men will stay with women who allow them to have other females. You got to realize the weaker vessel will always get done wrong. If your woman is more dominant than you, then chances are she's going to feel confident telling you that she want to do this. And I see a lot of this in Caucasian relationships. I don't see a lot of it in blacks, but in a lot of Caucasian relationships, I always see the woman stepping out doing this and the husband is always okay with it. So understand, guys, if she gets to run free and she's the dominant one, expect a lot more of this out of women. Women naturally have a higher sex drive than a man. Now we're going to the next video, which is going to be a son confronting a guy for looking at his mom. Let's get to it. See, there's a little kid right there. Sees the guy. Now let's go back to this. Now look at his mom and look how she's dressed. Look at that. All right? She's seeking the attention. What he's doing is he's being beta. He's getting jealous that another guy is looking at his mom because he wants to protect his mom. He cares about his mom. You're supposed to be that way. But as a man, you have to sit back and look at what your mom is doing. She's bringing it on to herself. This is how a lot of guys get hurt in relationships. And this is how a lot of guys get hurt trying to defend women. It's because women come on to them. It's just like Jada Black just did a story about the boxer who went to a divorce get together with him and a woman, and he was there to protect her from her ex-husband who was divorcing her, and the ex-husband ends up pulling out a gun and shooting the guy that's there to protect her from his ex-wife. So you have to understand that women have this type of voodoo over men that if you cannot get in control with your sexual desires, you will ignore all the possibilities that can come with a woman when she's just trying to allure you in. If you look at this guy and look at his mom, come on, everyone sees what's going on because uniforms normally don't fit like that. And on top of that, she looked like she done went to the DR and got a shot. So she's actually asking and begging for the attention. The only difference is on the woman's side, if it's not the guy that she's attracted to, then it's harassment. See, she aiming for all the other guys, but out of all the guys that's looking at her, 80 to 90% of those guys can get harassment charges, even if they're doing the same thing as the guy that she is attracted to. Now, what you guys have to understand is you can sit here and watch these videos and you can understand woman's nature. But one thing about woman's nature is only a small percentage of life. Once you start to conquer everything else in life, women become fairly easy. One thing that you have to know, which is why I played the Andrew Tate video at the beginning, is that you guys should be striving for self-happiness, not materialistic things and not just money. I know a lot of people that are in love with just money to the point where if you just love money, then you're going to be willing to do anything for the money. If you're willing to do anything for the money, at some point, you are going to lose your soul. It's going to be called selling your soul. The moment you sell your soul for money, fame, and attention, you would never get it back. And that's what a lot of women are going through now. They don't put their bodies and their face, their look all over the internet. And they would never get that innocent look back. And that's the problem that a lot of women are going to face, is that the moment she tries to clean up her image, her old image will come back to surface, because you can't erase it once it goes on the internet. That's why I'm very particular about what I post. If you go to my Instagram, right, you don't see any pictures of me at all. This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you guys learned something from the video. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Hasta la vista.